Welcome to Guns, Gear, and Guns with Gary Gunderson. I am Gary Gunderson. Today I am reviewing the WLS 1-Gene Green Laser Sight and the accompanying holster by Warriorland. Full disclosure, this was sent to me at no charge for testing and review, and I will have a link in the description. And I told them I would give my honest review before I would accept any products from them for testing. I put the laser I used with a Palmetto State Armory dagger, and it's pretty simple to attach. It has 3 screws here that are Allen head screws, and that allows you to pull off essentially the whole side of the laser sight, and then you just simply put it over the trigger guard, squeeze it back together, and screw it back into place. So the laser sight is battery powered, which is nice, and the battery compartment is easily accessible on the bottom of the laser, and this came with 2 batteries. It's easy to actuate, press and hold to turn on, or simply press to leave on, kind of a standard configuration. If you've seen the previous Warriorland laser light review, adjusting the point of the laser is the same. There are 2 ports, one for vertical adjustment and one for horizontal adjustment. And I don't know if I was just more used to it at this point. This one was on target a lot easier and sooner than the other crossbow tactical light when I was trying to get it zeroed on target. Again, though, I do wish there were more resistance or some clicks as you adjust these screws so that you have more, so it's more responsive as you try to find the right zero. It's a little annoying to try and get on target. It had no problems under recoil, laser stayed on, and once I got lined up, it held on target while at the range. I've never really tried shooting with a visible laser before, so I was trying to focus on just the laser and not really use the sights or only use them as support, which took some getting used to. I don't know if it actually made it any easier to get back on target, but it held zero when I got on target. I probably should have tried shooting offhand to see if it helped, since my aim and handling is not as proficient, but I didn't think of it at the time. In reality, I'm not certain how easy it would be to turn on in a moment of crisis. Initially, kind of with the other light I reviewed recently, I was kind of using my index finger, and eventually I decided it's better to kind of squeeze together on your trigger on your support hand instead, so you don't have to do this motor function with your finger and then find the trigger if you were under pressure, as I think that would be more difficult. But just having the same grip and squeezing every time seems to be a little bit better. Like I said, that might be completely, oh yeah, duh, idiot level knowledge to some people, but I was just messing with this, and that's why I decided to do and train with. I mean, you can get better at it, obviously, the more you do it and the more you train with it consistently with it on your pistol. And it may be better to incorporate it this way, though, like I said, you need to have it second nature as part of your draw and grip to make sure you're using it if you want to have it on every single time. Another criticism of lasers in general on polymer pistols I've seen is that polymer can flex, and you can a little bit on this if you really kind of torque it, put some torque into it, but it's not like you're going to be barricading with a pistol, so I'm not too concerned about that. Maybe I can see under pressure with your second hand really gripping it, trying to throw it off or throwing it off accidentally, but I just don't see that as a real issue. Now let's talk about the holster. It is a tension style, so you adjust these screws here, and you have to get the right balance between tension and holding the pistol, but also being able to pull your pistol out at the same time and not take the holster with you. So you have to find the right balance there. No problems there, perfectly normal. I do like the design. I think it's solid. I like the clip. It's designed so it's easy to slip onto a belt and is more difficult to slip off, obviously on the draw, which is important, but it also has enough flex that you can easily remove it. So I think the clip is a good design overall. I also like that it is also plastic. I've had some metal clips before rub on clothes and kind of ruin them. So I think that's a good choice as well. I do wish the design was tuckable, as it would give you greater options for clothing choices. But if it were, I also would not want the logo emblazoned on the clip, as it helps draw the eye, as it's reflective and obviously has military or gun connotations if someone were to see the clip on your belt. Kind of a digression, but it's just a little thought. Tuckability would be a little bit nicer, but it is what it is. It's a good design. You could trim a little bit off here maybe to save some weight and footprint on the profile, but I assume they probably use the same Kydex shells for all of their pistols that they use, and that's just on there for ease of manufacturing and speed of manufacturing. A minor quibble, but I think the holster design is pretty solid, and obviously it works and is designed for this laser sight, so it has good compatibility there. The instructions do list that this is a 1 meter drop test safe and a runtime of 160 minutes on the batteries. Like I said, it came with 2 batteries. This isn't the common cell type that I'm used to, but I'm sure it would be just as easy to purchase off Amazon or anything like that. It comes with all you need to adjust it and some pointed cotton swabs to clean it in case it does get dirty, particularly if you're carrying it around your holster, everyday carry, because your pistol will get dirty doing that and dusty. So that's probably a good choice to have around and test out to make sure it's not obstructed. I'm not sure how much dust and debris can really obstruct it, but it's worth taking note of and testing frequently just to be sure you're always ready. So it survived the drop test without any issues. I'm trying to inspect for any real damage. I mean, 1 meter isn't that high. It's a little over 3 feet. So it's not, insurmountable or anything. But I tried dropping a variety of ways to mimic just random chance, so it fell on different things. And it seems to have held up in good shape. So, final thoughts on this laser and holster combo. I think if this is something you're looking for, your personal firearm, I think this is, a pretty good fit. I didn't have any issues with it. I like the overall design of the holster, barring the inability to tuck it, of course, like I've already mentioned. The laser you can actuate fairly easily, hold it. I think it does what it says it does. I didn't have any issues with it under recoil. Granted, I've only tested it for about a month now, so long term I don't know. I do like the battery compartment, easy to access, and you can leave it on your pistol while you change it out. So there's a lot of good things about this product, and like I said, I have a link to it in the description if you want to check it out or check out more of these Warriorland products. I want to thank them for sending it to me, and I think I gave them a fair shot and an honest review. So, if you've made it to the end of the video, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and sharing it with others. Also, if you've made it to the end, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining our public Discord. Thanks for watching.